He's going so long, right? Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Sabbath and peace to all of you and all of you online. You know, all blessings, all praises, all thanks to Yahweh, Shalawam, Yahweh, in the name of the Lord and Savior. And we are gathered on this Shabbat day to review the law of the Most High, His Torah. Torah meaning the first 5 books of Moses, Torah meaning instruction. This is the instruction. This is the foundation of wisdom throughout all the scriptures. The understanding of the Torah will give you understanding of the gospel. Will give you understanding of revelations and prophecy. You first must understand the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father and know the power you serve. You get to know Him within the Torah. Today's portion is Numbers 30:1 to Numbers 36:13. We are going to be finishing the book of Numbers today. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
In the Hebrew, Bar is how you say numbers, which in return means wilderness. Okay. No, it means to be, it's like it doesn't mean wilderness, Bar. It means to be tallied or census. Tallied. Okay. All right, so we're going to get Colossians 3, verse 17.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Mashiach Yahweh, giving thanks to the power and the Abba by Him.
Right, so everything we do in word or deed, we're going to give thanks to the Most High in the name of Mashiach Yahweh. Right? Without the Most High giving us His Son, we would be here today reviewing the Word and finding our way back, to our heritage. Okay? This is truly a blessing to find our way back to our Father. Come out of the ways of this world and be woken up. Okay? So that we can be built up as children of the Most High. Yeah. Okay? Let's go right into this, to the portion. Let's get Numbers 30:1.
Numbers chapter 30, verse 1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Most High hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto the Most High, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond,
Right.
He shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
Right, so you vow a vow. What does that mean? You make a promise to the Most High. A lot of people do that. Oh, Most High, if you just give me enough money to fix my car, I will never miss a Shabbat service. And you ain't seen the person since. When you make a vow to the Most High, it says you got to do all that is in your power to accomplish that vow. Because now you added, if you don't accomplish the vow, you've added sin. To make a promise to the Most High and don't fulfill it, that's sinful. Okay? You're going to get that understanding.
Verse 3. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Most High,
Right.
and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth,
Right.
and her father hear her vow and her bond wherewith she had bond her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her.
Right.
Then all her vows shall stand, And
what does it
every
mean that he held his peace at her? What does that mean? He heard her promising, making promises to the Most High, and he held his peace at her. What did he do?
She do basically co-sign what she's saying.
By doing what?
By not saying, not interrupt you or stop you.
Exactly, by not interrupting her or stopping her. He held his peace at her, meaning he didn't say anything. Right? So a lot of time we have to understand that we're in a position of authority and we hold our peace when we see something wrong. It's like we co-sign it. Okay? You can't say, well, I didn't say nothing. I knew it was wrong, but I didn't say nothing. Right? With the Most High, we're supposed to say something. Okay? We're supposed to say something. We ain't supposed to be sitting silent. Right? When you're in a position of authority. Now, if you're in a position that you have no authority whatsoever over these people, you back them off it. It got nothing to do with you, it got nothing to do with them. Okay? But when you have a position of authority, in other words, people are looking to see your take on it. What's your opinion? You gotta say something. Okay? You gotta bring forth that truth, bring forth that righteousness. Can't just sit quiet, silent. Okay? So here the father held his peace, and I mean that he didn't say anything. He heard her vowing, but he didn't say nothing. He said, if you don't say nothing, you just sign it. You sign on to whatever she's doing. Okay? You know?
Then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she had bonded, her soul shall stand.
Right?
But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she had bond, her soul shall stand.
Right. So if he found out, and he heard it, he said, oh, no. He told him to go to the Most High. He prayed the Most High to what? To cancel everything that she said. It will be canceled. Why? Because as a father, he has what? Authority over his daughter. Okay? He has authority over his daughter. So we got to be careful when we swear or we vow. Hold that and let's get Matthews. Matthew 5:33.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 33. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shall perform unto the Most High thine oaths. But I say unto you.
So what does it say? Read it again.
Verse 33. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time,
right?
Thou shalt not forswear thyself.
Thou shalt not forswear thyself. What does that mean? That you gotta be careful when you say you can do something, in the future. You don't know if you can do it. Right? You gotta say, well, Most High will it. You know what I mean? If the Most High will be, then I will perform this. If it be the Most High's will. But if you say boastful, I promise nothing's gonna stop me. I will do this thing. How do you know that? Okay, so it says don't forswear yourself. Don't swear you can do something ahead of time. But make sure you make an oath that you promise to do something, that you put your work to it. Right? And it be the Most High's will, it will be manifested, it will come to fruition. All right, read on.
But shall perform unto the Most High thine oaths. Right,
but you got to perform unto the Most High thine oath. Oath is another word for a vow. You got to perform unto the Most High thine oaths. All right, read on.
Verse 34. But I say unto you,
right?
Swear not at all.
Do what?
Swear not at all.
Right, Messiah is saying don't even get involved in this, because you set yourself up. Right? He said, swear not at all. Read on.
Neither by heaven,
right?
For it is Most High's throne.
Right, you can't swear by heaven. That's Most High's in control. What happens in heaven? He says, swear not at all, man. Not by heaven, read on.
neither by earth.
Neither by the earth. I put that on my mom, man. I'm gonna be there. Used to say that back in the days. You know? What's that? God, right? You say that back then. On my mom, I'll be there. You don't know if you're gonna be there.
Put that on everything.
I swear that on every day. I'm gonna be there. Boast of the future. How you know you're gonna be there? Right? Stack of Bibles. Right? That's why we ain't supposed to swear and boast of the future. We cannot boast of the future. We don't know the future. If you swear to put that effort, then you go put that effort. But if the Most High put a stop to it, what could you do? You can't do nothing. That's why people say don't swear to the future, because you're taking the Most High out of the equation. Okay? Always got to say, Most High will. I'll be there. You know? Yeah, I'll be there. You know? Most High will, I'll be there. Right? You swear, you promise you're gonna come, you promise. People try to make you promise. Do you promise? What are you trying to do? Put a Bible on me? Trying to hold me down? You know what I mean? We go, you know, we have our word. Our word is bond. We say we're gonna do something, we do it. But if somebody wants you to promise, that's on the Most High. The Most High will not be there. Well, I promise. All right, read.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 35.
Uh-huh.
Nor by the earth, for it is his footstool.
Right.
Neither by Jerusalem,
Come on.
for it is the city of the great king.
Right. All these things belong to the Most High. So you can't swear on any of these things. Why? Because it's in his hands whether it come to pass or not. Right? You know?
Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou cannot make one's hair white or black.
Right. I'm gonna swear. I'll put that on everything. In my life, I'll be there. How you gonna put it on your life? You can't even make your hair black or gray.
You may not be here tomorrow.
Right? Most I take you out like this. I guess you didn't make it, huh? So we always got to give the Most High his position.
Proverbs 27.
Yeah, but read on.
Verse 37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay.
You see that? What does that mean? Let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. What does that say about?
If I'm saying yes, just say yes.
Right.
Just believe my word. I don't have to push it. I just swear by head.
Exactly.
I don't have to push it. Just be yes.
And no. Yes and no. If you say yes, perform what you say. Now it's on you. Your word be your bond. All we got is our word. If I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. Don't try to put it in my mouth, make me say I'm gonna be there. Right? Because then I know all those tricks. Why are you falling for those tricks? Right? If I say yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no. Okay. We handle everything else in between. Okay. If Most High willing for the future, because only the Most High can hear, send angels to stop you from doing what you said you're going to do. Now how you gonna know? When you put all this promising on my life, on my grave, on my this, on my grandparents, on my this, everything. People swear on everything. Swear to God, swear to God. Okay? Now you trying to put it on the Most High. He's like, fuck yeah, I don't know what you swearing on me for. Okay? The scriptures tell us don't do that. Okay? That your yea be yea, yes, yes, no, no. We don't.
For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
Right. You go too far, you'll jack yourself up. Okay? You go too deep, say too much, then you'll bind yourself into an evil. Okay? What do you call Proverbs? 27:1.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow,
Right?
for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth.
Exactly. Don't get too proud. I do it tomorrow. Now you can do it today, But you say, I'll do it tomorrow. How you know you're going to be able to do it tomorrow? You boasting yourself of tomorrow. How you know? That's another verse. It says, put that off to tomorrow. It's in the Apocrypha. Yeah. So read that verse again.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth.
Right, come on.
Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth.
I go to something else. Give me it's not a man to correct that too. Give me Daniel's 4. Daniel's 4.
Daniel's 4.
Yeah. Four 17.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers,
Right.
and the demand by the word of the holy ones,
Come on.
to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Right. The Most High rules in the kingdom of man. Right. It's not even in man to direct his own steps. You don't even know sometimes what he go or why he decided to stop here or go there. So that the Most High take control. He can take control at any given minute. That's why we can't swear and boast on things. Because we are eliminating him from the equation. What are you saying? That's the other one I was looking at, yeah. Finish where you at?
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men,
Right.
and giveth it to whomsoever he will,
Right.
and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Right, the basis of men. Now give me Proverbs 20:24?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's doing are of the Most High.
Man's what?
A man's goings are of the Most High.
Right, man's goings are of the Most High. Read on.
How can a man then understand his own way?
He doesn't even understand his own ways. But he posted for tomorrow, him thinking that, oh yeah, I'll be there. And you know you're gonna be there. How are you so sure? Yeah. You can't be that sure. Right? So we gotta give the Most High his due and his position in our lives, knowing that he is in control. So when we say we're gonna do something, the Most High willing, I'll be there. Correct? You know what I mean? You always gotta give him his position. Okay. Let's go back to Numbers.
Numbers chapter 30 and verse 6. And if she had at all an husband when she vowed, or uttereth out of her lips.
So we went out with her father and the daughter in her father's house. That if she would have uttered a vow to the Most High and the father disannulled it, that vow is disannulled. Why? Because the father has authority over the daughter. Correct? So he said, now if she had a husband, meaning that she's not in her father's house, she's in the house with her husband. Read on.
And if she had at all an husband when she vowed, or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bond her soul,
right?
And her husband heard it,
right?
And he held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand.
Right. He don't say anything. Everything that she vows will stand before the Most High. Read on.
Then her vow shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bonds her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, in that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul of none effect.
Of none effect. So what? The husband can go before the Most High, right, for their wife. And whatever she said unto the father, he can disavow that. Why is that? Because the husband has that same authority like the father had over the daughter, over the woman. Okay? The authority transfers from the father to the husband over the woman. Right? This happens during marriage. This is a transferring of authority over this woman. Okay? I know in this society they teach otherwise. Right? They say, oh, you ain't gotta listen to him, he ain't your father. Right? And according to the scripture, he is your father.
I'm your dad.
so get a Colossians 3:18. Right. Colossians 3:18. Yeah, it says transfer of authority, which doesn't happen in this society, but it should. A lot of issues that we deal with in marriages and why marriages don't last in this kingdom because this understanding is not given. It's not known, it's not accepted. It's not practiced on either end of the ball, the woman or the man. Even the man be like, well, I ain't got no control over her. Well, why don't you? You know what I mean? Why not? Why is it so bad if you did? What would you do with that control? You know, I tell you, a lot of times a man have control of their wife, next you know they have their wife doing stuff more wicked, right? So we have to be responsible. Remember, control and authority makes you what? Responsible. Now you're responsible. Most I hold you responsible for what she's doing. You know what I mean? That's how it works. It's like when you drop your children off to school and they go into the classroom. Who's responsible for them in the classroom? The teacher, right? That's a lot of responsibility on these children in the school, in the classroom. That's why what? She has authority. She tells them, do this, do that. If they don't, she puts them to a higher authority. All right, well, I'm going to call your parents, or I'm going to call the dean, or I'm going to call the principal, whatever. It's going to go to somebody who does have control over you, since you don't want to give me control over you. So a lot of times, look at that situation with the wife. So now the wife don't want to listen to you. Okay, you don't listen to me. It goes to a higher authority. Okay? It is what it is. You could just listen to what I had to tell you. Now you want to deal with the Most High. Now the Most High going to deal with you. Because you ain't want to listen to me. Okay? That's how you're going to go to a higher authority. Okay? Because you don't want to take along with the authority that's set there. Do what you got.
Galatians chapter 3, verse 18. For if the inheritance be of the law.
Colossians 3 and 18.
Colossians?
Colossians.
Oh. Colossians chapter 3, verse 18.
Come on.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Right?
As it is fit in the Most High.
Right, as it is fit in the Most High. This is righteousness. Submit yourselves unto your own husbands. Why? Because we just reading in Numbers 30 that authority that the father had, the husband has. That authority switched from the father to the husband. So the same thing that the father could have done, the husband can do. Okay? Anybody understand that? The same thing the father could have done, the husband could do. Now some people might say, oh, well, you can't beat them, right? Now, it should be that your children reach a certain age that you don't have to beat them anymore. And what age is that? How old do they get when you say, okay, I ain't going to beat this child anymore? 30. He said 30. 30. When your son reaches the age of a man,
21.
He can have a family, right? According to the scripture, what age is that?
20.
20. He can have his own family. Why are we beating him? I mean, he had his own faith, he's a grown man. Right? He should have learned by now. That's why the scriptures say, train a child up in the way that he will not soon depart. Get that verse real quick. Read Proverbs 22 and 6.
22 and 6.
Proverbs 22 and 6.
Years old, unless he gets by outside, then I'm not thinking about it.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right. So if our children is trained, they should never have to even go there. Okay. Children don't get married. Right? That's when you reach the age of consent and adulthood. So you shouldn't have to be getting punished in that way. Unless you still like an overgrown child. You know what I mean? So that kind of punishment shouldn't even have any place. So we say authority like the father, that's the first thing pop in people's mind. Oh, he ain't beat me. Why is somebody grown shouldn't be getting beat in the first place? You're grown. You should have some sort of training from childhood coming up. A lot of times we overgrown children, we go out in the street, guess who ended up beating us? Police. Right? Or you're gonna get locked up and tied. Now you gotta wrestle with Tiny all night. Okay? Trying to save your soul. But that beating gonna come somewhere somehow. Right? That's why it needs to be on you when you're a child. So you get enough licks that you have some sort of discipline with yourself.
That's right.
So now when you become of age, you don't need nobody to discipline you because you got discipline. You figured that out. You got self-control. Right? You grown and you don't have self-control? That's shame on you, man. You know? So go back to Colossians 3 and 18.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 18.
Wives,
submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Come on.
As it is fit in the Most High.
As it is fit in the Most High, yeah. Read on.
Husbands, love your wives.
Do what?
Love your wives.
Right, not because they submitted unto them and you take advantage of them, you love them. Just like you love your daughter. All right? You love your wife like you love your daughter. Okay? That is the closest relation or closest relationship to a husband and wife, a father and daughter. Okay? If you're a man and you got a wife and she's more your mother than your wife, you can check that out. Okay? Because you're out of order. Okay? You get one mama. And after you leave that mother, the other one is not your mother anymore. Some people, their wives like their moms. You know what I mean? We see all the time. But do they know that that's wrong? I don't know times they don't know that's wrong. They want to just play video games and hang out. She working, bringing food, everything, sending a high paying bills, taking everything right, and you play. You want to play tag when she come home. Right? You simple. You out of order. Okay? So this is an epidemic amongst our people. You know, I don't realize that. This ain't just one or two. This is the majority among our people. A lot of these young ones out here, they get a woman, they get with a young lady. They don't know the first thing about being a leader, a head of their household. So what? She takes a leadership role. Next, you know, she's the responsible one, and you're out there hanging out, chilling. If the only one is your Hennessy in your video games. Okay. All right. It is what it is. Okay. We have to pull back from those types of those those plagues that have been plaguing us, those spiritual plagues that have been on us as a people. And take back what is it the Father told us. He told us, you are the head. You the head. You the leader. You set the pace. In order for you to do that, you got to have self-control. You got to have knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You got to be built up. All right? You can't expect to you can't fake it. Then the whole house end up going down the drain. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Your math, you try to do the finances, your math all jacked up. So you got to have that control. All right? Read that verse again, 19.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Husbands, love your wives, and be not bitter against them.
Uh-huh.
Children.
Right, be not bitter against them. You holding grudges on your wife. You know what I mean? Remember what you did in 94? I ain't never get over that. What are you dealing with, man? It's 2017. You holding grudges from the 90s. So don't be bitter towards your wife. Read on.
Children, obey your parents.
Children do what?
Obey your parents.
This is for the children in the room. You classify children when your parents still what? Providing your room and board. You are still in there. Okay? So don't think I'm grown if I'm in my mother's house. You're not quite there yet. This children refers to you. Okay? Now, if you got an agreement with your parents and you are paying the bills, and you're just there to make things easy for them, that's another story. Then you can live with your parents. But if you still depending on them, if they don't cook, you don't eat type of situation, you're still in the child position. Okay? And I don't care how old you are. Okay? Read on. Huh?
might be able to beat them then.
But why should you have to? That's the problem. The fact you could beat them or not ain't the issue. Why should you have to beat them? That's the problem. Read that.
Children, obey your parents in all things.
Huh?
For this is well pleasing unto the Most High.
For this is well pleasing unto the Most High. That's all. Read.
Fathers, provoke not your children to anger,
Right?
lest they be discouraged.
Right. As fathers, as heads, we got to be a good, show self-control, show wisdom, show love, show everything. So that your children don't be provoked. You and father, you out of control. Your children will be out of control. Next you know, you and your son have a fist fight in the middle of the street. Because y'all both out of control. Man. Y'all both of you got no wisdom. You provoking a child to anger because you got no wisdom. Okay, so this is how the household breaks down. All this came out of what? Having authority and understanding what authority means. When you have authority, people that have place in authority are the people that's supposed to know better, supposed to have the answer, have the guidance, or a way to get to the answer. That gives you authority. All right. You're going to be let's say a police officer. You just go to the interview and they say, okay, you hired, put a uniform on you and put you outside? No, it's a process, right? You have to then what? Be educated on the rules and how the rules play. You're educated on another tier of the law. Okay? There's law, common law that everybody knows. When you become an officer or anything that, you're educated on another tier of the law in this society. That you know certain things and how they play out a little bit more than the average person. All right? So that you have the answer, this law gives you the authority. Okay? And that goes with any kind of authority figure. You don't want to put yourself under the authority of somebody that don't know more than you. That'd be confusion. How are you going to guide me? Where you go? Okay? That goes to the next verse.
Verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as man pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High.
Right, fearing the Most High. Who's your master? Master is somebody that what? That is teaching. You know what I mean? And you said to be taught, the person that's teaching you is your masters. I had many masters in this truth. Okay? That I sat to learn and was taught. Right? Got my pen out, my notes out, and was taught and understood. Right? In this particular topic or that particular topic or that. You might have masters in different aspects of life. Somebody might be good at finances. You're not good. You sit down and you learn. How do you do this? Right? And you learn. That's a master, right? And when you watch karate movies, right? What do they call the sensei? He was what? He was a master, right? And he taught you the martial arts that he knew. And he knew more than you. People would try to challenge the master. He put the slap down on you and remind you that you are not the master. I'm the master. Right? Right? Leroy, right? Who's the master?
I watched one.
Sure enough.
I watched one the other week.
Right.
And the guy came up to him. He said, "You're looking for a master." So the guy said, "You're looking for a master?" He said, "I could be your master." He said, "I don't know if you can be my master. And first, we got to fight first."
Right.
I looked at him like, "What?" So he said, "Yeah, I got to challenge you first because you don't know more than me."
Yeah, you can't beat me. How you gonna be my master?
Right.
How you gonna be my master? And I know we look at it as something simple, but you gotta think about it in life, period. Right? You can't go to a single person for advice on marriage. Talking about, I'm gonna sit there and listen to you. This person is not too good at this. I'll tell you about marriage. I've been married 10 times.
Oh, man.
I think you can tell me more about divorce.
Right.
That you might be a master. I don't think you're a master in marriage. Right? This is simple understanding, but it's something that we don't tend not to use.
People do all the time, man.
Yeah, you know, like, I can think, you go to the gym, right, or fitness center or whatever you do, and you got some trainers that's in worse shape than you.
Yeah.
And you look at them like, I don't know about this, man. What are you going to train me to do? And how come you're not doing it? That's why we first got to be full. And the same thing for us. We go out in the streets and teach.
That's right.
If we go out in the street and teach, and people like, yo, didn't I see you in in KOD last week? Now you out here talking about thus saith the Most High, flee fornication and youthful lust, and you was at the KOD last week. The strip club. People gonna look at you like, oh, nah, I ain't paying you no money. You wicked. You're a hypocrite, man. You gotta first eat of what you give. So that's when it goes to mastering. When you put yourself under master, it'll be somebody that's good at what you're trying to do. Right? If you are a calm person, you try to, learn how to be more assertive, then go to that assertive person and learn how to be more assertive. You too assertive, overly assertive, you need to calm down, and you have to go to a calm person to figure out how to calm down. Okay, how were they thinking? What? And that goes across the board. That gives you wisdom on how to build. Matter of fact, there's a scripture that breaks this all down. Let's get that scripture real quick. Let's go to the Apocrypha, the book of Torah. That's 28. Let's see. Hold on a second. Right. Is it the same chapter where it says be continually about righteous men?
Oh, that's 37.
37? Yeah, it goes. 37 and
Every council.
yeah, 7. Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Sirach, chapter 37, verse 7, page 92 in the Apocrypha. And 7. Every counselor exalteth counsel.
Extolleth.
Extolleth counsel.
Right. Every counsel is going to give you counsel. In other words, they're going to say something. Everybody got something to say. Read.
But there is some that counseleth for himself. Beware of a counselor and know before what need he had.
Right. So when you go to a counselor, some people counsel for their own gain. Like when you go to a psychiatrist, or a lot of times you go to a psychiatrist, the one, a psychologist, right? They make money off of this. So if they cure you too quickly, you know what I mean? That could be counterproductive for their finances. So they would have you come back 10 times, right? They keep giving you counsel. And a lot of them, they don't have no answers anyway. They only have a bunch of questions. Okay. Right? Read on.
For he will counsel for himself.
Right.
Lest he cast a lot upon thee.
Right. Also what? In the church system, sometimes they counsel, they have a marriage counselor, things of that sort. And they expecting what? To make money. They make to marry you guys and get paid off the wedding. So there's a monetary value in what they're doing. So you gotta be careful with that type of counselors. Read on.
Verse 9. And say unto thee, thy way is good, and afterwards he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
Right. So some of them will tell you, yeah, you're all right, don't worry, this is good. And say, oh man, watch what this person gonna mess himself up. You know, they're not even really for your gain or for your benefit. They counsel you just to see you fall. They might be entertained by your calamity. You know, you won't believe it, it happens all the time. Say, yeah, tell them that. Yeah, tell them that. They stand back and see what happens. They're going to have a juicy story or hear some sort of drama. Instead of diffusing the situation, they want to add more flame to the fire. All right, read on.
Counsel not with the one that, consult not with one that suspecteth thee.
Right.
And hide thy counsel from such as envy thee.
Right. Somebody got a problem with you, don't go to that person with counsel. Somebody suspecting you, they got issues with you, don't go ask that person no questions. Why? Because they're going to tell you things to mess you up. Right? Read on.
Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous.
Right. You don't consult with a woman about another woman. Okay? Because why? That's not going to be good counsel. Okay. Read on.
Neither with a coward in matters of war, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with an envious man of thankfulness, nor with an merciful man touching kindness, nor with the slothful for any work, nor with a hireling for a year of finishing work.
Right. So a slothful man don't want to do no work. So you don't want to talk to him about, yeah, we trying to get a job. Yeah, I don't want to do nothing. I'm lazy. I talk to a lazy man about getting some work. You know what? He'll find every excuse why not to work. You try to get a project done and somebody get paid by the hour. Are they trying to get this project done? Unless you got another project lined up for them, they're going to string this out. They're going to milk this cow. Okay? Read on.
Neither with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any manner of counsel.
Right, so let us know. Wrong counsel. Okay. When you go to counsel with somebody, you're looking for them to guide for guidance. Hopefully they have some answers. You can tell they have them by their own actions, their life, their situations, what they were able to achieve. Okay? So that's good counsel. Bad counsel is somebody that's not able to achieve or never had to achieve what they're trying to achieve. Okay? They may not have the answer. Why? Because they never done it. They've never done it. Okay? Let's go back now. So let's go all the way back to Numbers.
Numbers, chapter 30, verse 8. But if her husband disallow her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul of none effect.
Come on.
And the Most High shall forgive her.
And the Most High shall what?
Forgive her.
And the Most High will forgive her. Meaning he has official authority. And he can go before the Most High, disannul her vow, and the Most High will forgive her. She didn't even have to say anything. She didn't have to co-sign. She didn't have to say, yeah, okay, I agree. It don't matter if you agree or not. You understand that? That's what authority is. It doesn't matter if the person you have authority over agree or not. Your word is word. Your authority takes hold. Most High respect your word. All right, man?
Verse 9.
Hold on, let me see what it's written. Say it out. Of what? A vow? That you would disallow. A vow that I would disallow. Let's think about that, huh? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm come over there and making some pork chops.
Oh.
I promise to you. So she ain't going over to make you no pork chops. She's gonna sit right here and make this good clean food.
You would vow that?
Yeah, she's hey, you don't know. Some people make a vow to come over there and cook some unclean food.
Okay. All right. Any promise that you know that she cannot uphold. You know what I mean? Or, you hear her promising the Most High, listen, as soon as I get my car, we're going to be at every Shabbat service. Right? And you know that will be good, but you know what? Most High willing. You have to say a vow. You say, wait, Lord, don't want to. That vow is, she's trying to bind us up right now. I mean, she might be setting up for the house. Oh, Lord, you give my husband this job, we're going to give 50% to the sanctuary. Just get us this job. I mean, you're like, whoa, I don't know about 50%, right? You had to disallow that vow. Say, don't listen to her. She's tripping right now. She just really wants a job. She moving off emotion, right? So you got to have to be the stable mind in the house to say, no, that ain't it. You know what I mean? So there's so many different ways. A vow just means a promise, an oath. You do this, I'll do this. I promise. You know what I mean? And you might do that, but you gotta be mindful that you hear that, say, nah, disallow that. You know what I mean? Say, no, that's not it. Your wisdom clicks in and tells you that doesn't make sense, right? I mean, it's hard for me to tell you a vow that it's disannul because we don't think that way. You know what I mean? So when you face it, you hear some thought going up there, some prayer going up, or some promise being made that don't make sense. You know what I mean? You can jump in between that promise and go, no, that doesn't make sense. We're not going to promise that. Or you're not going to promise that. Pray the Most High don't hear that promise right there. Take that promise away. All right? But you're going to bind your soul to something that you can't carry out. Okay, because of the emotion of the situation. You know what I mean? How many times you have done something and say, man, why did I do that? I put myself in a situation now. Put my mouth in this. Now look at me now. I'm jacked up. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I shouldn't have said nothing. Right? It's the husband's position to say, when he hears that vow, to stop her and say, nah, that's not gonna be beneficial for us. All right, good? Yeah.
Verse 9. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they had bond their souls shall stand against her.
Right. So she doesn't have anybody to disallow that vow. So whatever she says, she's a widower or she's divorced, she doesn't have a head, she doesn't have a husband, her father's not in her life, right? So whatever she vowed, that's gonna be on her head. She gotta carry out whatever she vowed. Right, we know.
And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bonds her soul shall stand. But if her husband had utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceedeth out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand.
Right.
Her husband have made them void,
Right.
and the Most High shall forgive her.
Mhm.
Every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void.
Right, so it's going to afflict the soul. We're talking about what? Fasting. Even if she's fasting, and she's going for the Most High, she's fasting, but if he hears something that don't sound right, he can disannul that. He's above all that. Right? You understand that?
All right.
Read.
But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, when he established all her vows or all her bonds which are upon her, he confirmed them, because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. But if he shall any ways make them void after that he had heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
These are the statutes which the Most High commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth in her father's house.
Right, so you see the similarities right there? Man and his wife, father and daughter. All right? She's bound her soul. Okay? So you make sure that, she has an advocate for her, that's there to hear and have wisdom and guidance and say what's a good vow for what's a vow that's not good. Okay. Read on.
Chapter 31, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites, afterwards shall they be gathered unto thy people.
Right.
And Moses spake unto the people, saying, arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites, and avenge the Most High of Midian.
Mm-hmm.
Of every tribe 1,000 brought out all the tribes of Israel, shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe. Them and the Phinehas, and the son of
Phineas, the son of Eleazar, the priest.
Eleazar, the priest.
Right, remember who Phineas is, right? What did Phineas do? That's right, he was a zealot for the Lord of Most High. He rose up and got the javelin, got the stabs on, right? And when they went man with the lady, that Midianite woman. But the Most High just commanded us not to deal with these nations in any sexual manner. Okay, but he rose up and put a javelin through both of them, him and her. Right, read. The question.
Just as you said, the father got authority over traditions or anything that she said, so does that apply to the son too? Or it just to the daughter?
This is made to the daughter. Okay. Now, as children, as sons, we have to obey our parents as well. You know what I mean? But what they were preparing was the daughter to the father, to the wife, and the husband. That's why they talked about the daughter there. So they're showing the comparison, the similarities. That word, similarities, between the daughter and the wife. Okay. Now, as men, children, we must obey our parents. And yes, they have a full authority over our head. You know what I mean? That's a whole other situation. Okay? You know,
Eleazar the priest to the war with the holy instruments and the trumpets to blow in his hand.
mm-hmm.
And they warred against the Midianites as the Most High commanded Moses. And they slew all the males. And they slew the kings of the Midian beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi and Rekem and Zor and Hor and Reba, 5 kings of the Midian. Balaam, also the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives and their little ones, and took the spoils of all their cattle, and all their flock, and all their goods. And they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire.
Right.
And they took all the spoils and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives and the prey and the spoils unto Moses and Eleazar, the priest.
So what? They ransacked Midian. They took everything they had. And when they couldn't move, they burned it down. Couldn't take this house, burn it down there. Everything that's not nailed down is coming with us. Right? We spoil them completely. Right? Read on.
And unto the congregation of the children of Israel,
Uh-huh.
unto the camp at the plains of Moab.
Right? We're the plains of Moab at this point. Right, go ahead.
Which are by Jordan near Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses and Eleazar the priests and all the princesses of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over 1,000 and the captains over 100, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel through the counsel of Balaam to commit trespass against the Most High in the matter of Peor.
Right, so you see what they did? What did they do? What did they do, Zion?
They left the women and children alive.
Right, instead of them killing all of them, they left the women and children. So you got to take the women. He said, why did you leave these women alive? These are the same women that caused us what? To go astray the last time. Right? You know? Oh, yeah, question? Yeah.
Why did they kill Balaam? Yeah, so that what happened?
Why did they kill Balaam? He was a man of Midian. Yeah. He was a man of Midian. Remember, Balaam didn't come when Moab went to get Balaam. Balaam was from Midian. So he had to catch a bad one too. So all of them had to go. Right? They all had to go. Because you never know who was going to raise up and try to reestablish their people. Remember, they thought nationwide. They didn't think, individual. They think nation. Take out this nation. Right? So,
And there was a plague among the congregation of the Most High.
Right.
Verse 17. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that has known man by lying with him.
All right, so if he wasn't a virgin, or if he wasn't, or a little son, all the sons and the women that were not virgins, destroy them too.
For all the women, children that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves.
Right, but keep the women for yourselves that were virgins and have not known men. All right, but they're children, they're going to grow up as servants. So these women will be what? Servants. All right,
And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever have killed any person, and whosoever have touched any slain. Purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. And purify all your raiment, and all that is made of skins, and all work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war, which went to the battle, this is the ordinances of the law which the Most High commanded Moses.
Right. So a lot of people read this and they go, "Oh, look, we can have these other nation women." Is that what happened here? Why did the Most High allow this? Allow this? What was happening? What was going on? What was the condition of Israel? What were we on? We established, we was on the move, what we were doing? We was on the move. We was at war with these nations. This is a wartime thing that the Most High allowed to go down. But he already gave us a law for us to not deal with these other women, the nation, these other women. Okay? But he had mercy on the men that said, all right, what I'll do for you is get rid of all them that have no man, get rid of all the young men, and keep the virgins to yourself. Okay? As a mercy for the men that were out there at war. Right? Because he never left the men. We were without our women. Our women, we go forth to war, we get in battalions and go forth to war. We don't bring our women and children with us. They're back in Israel. But not in Israel, but back in the camp. We didn't get into Israel yet. So this was something that was done for the men that was going forth to war. Okay? That was it. But it's not how the nation is supposed to be. We're not supposed to be laying with these other nations. Okay? Read on.
Verse 22. Only the gold and the silver, the brass, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may abide with fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not the fire, ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes on the seventh day, and ye shall be clean. And afterwards ye shall come unto the camp. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying.
So you see, these men were not in the camp. Everybody see that? After they purified themselves for 7 days, washed themselves, now they could come back to the camp where the rest of Israel was. These men were apart from Israel. That's why he allowed these men to do these things. Okay? These men were men of valor, men of war. They're out there killing. They don't kill like today. We kill to war, but we got a gun, shooting people from yards and yards away, picking them off. These men was killing with a sword in their hand. Right? It's a whole different mentality. You ain't never killed somebody with a sword in your hand. You can't be in these men's shoes. You know what I mean? Body after body, blood splashing on you. This is a whole different world. It's a whole different thought pattern. These men are on another level. So we here sitting on our comfortable couches talking about we at war. We ain't at no war. You know what I mean? We upset when the AC not working. Right? We ain't at no war, man. Our hands soft, man. You know what I mean? These hands, ain't killing nobody, cutting no swords and putting nobody to death. A lot of times we read this and we get our imagination, thinking that we're them. We're not them. Right? They're in a whole different situation. That's a rough life to live. You're out there, the front lines, battle lines, having to put children to death, having to put, women to death. People pleading for their life. You swinging that sword, say anyway. Right? You ain't been there. You don't know it. You don't know nothing about that. So they say, oh, they gave them the Midian women. These men is, these men checked out, man. They doing something different. He ain't bring them back to the camp. They dealt with them out there. Okay? And then when it was clean, they were able to come back to the camp. I mean, they washed themselves. They couldn't come back to the camp all bloodied up, all, no, they washed themselves, everything, came back to the camp when they were ready to join the rest of the population. Okay? So that's a wartime thing that was given to the people, given to the men that was at war. Everybody understand? Everybody see that clearly? All right, that's not something that we established in the nation. Okay, read.
Numbers chapter 31, verse 25. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of man and of beast, those and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divided the prey unto two parts, between them that took the war upon them, who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. And they levied a tribute unto the Most High of the men of war, which went out to battle, one soul of 500, both of the persons and of the beeves, and of the and of the donkeys, and of the sheep. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest, for a heave offering unto the Most High. And of the children of Israel, half thou shalt take one portion of 50, and of the persons of the beeves, and of the donkeys, and of the flocks of all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of the Most High. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Most High commanded Moses. And the booty being the rest of the prey, which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep, and 312,000 beeves, and 1,000 donkeys, and 32,000 persons in all, of women that had not known man by lying with him. And the half, which was the portion of them that went out of the war, was in number 300,000 and 30,500 sheep. And the Most High tribute of the sheep was 615. And the beeves were 36,000, of which the Most High's tribute has 12. And the donkeys were 30,500, of which the Most High's tribute was 1. And the persons were 16,000, of which the Most High's tribute was 32%. 32 persons. And the Most High gave the tribute, which was the Most High's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as the Most High commanded Moses. And of the children of Israel half, which Moses divided from the men that war. Now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,500 sheep, and 36,000 beeves, and 30,000 donkeys, and 500, and the 16,000 persons. Even of the children of Israel had. Moses took one portion of 50, both of man and of beast, and gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of the Most High, as the Most High commanded Moses. And the officers, which were over 1,000 of the host, the captains of 1,000 and the captains of 100, came near unto Moses. And they said unto Moses, Thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war, which are under the charge, and there lacketh not one man of us. We have therefore brought an oblation for the Most High. What every man hath gotten of jewels, of gold, chains and bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our sin, for our souls before the Most High. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels, and all the gold of the offerings that they offered up to the Most High, of the captains of 1,000 and of the captains of 100.
Right, so they had so much riches they took from them. They really was, we were drenched in gold and silver, and we divided them up and making sure everybody gets. So there was a big spoil that happened against the Midianites. Israel took it all. We took it all. Okay? We took it all in the spirit of the Most High. Yeah. Okay, read.
Was 16,750 shekels.
Uh-huh.
For the men of war had taken spoils, every man for himself. And Moses and Eleazar, the priests, took the gold of the captains of 1,000 and of 100s, and brought it unto the tabernacle of the congregation for a memorial for the children of Israel before the Most High.
Right.
Chapter 32. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest.
So now they're on the travel again. They're on the move. They're coming out of the plains of Moab, so they're heading north. They're heading towards the Jordan. They see all this great land for grazing animals, wide hills, rolling hills of grass, and things of that sort. So this is a good place for us, that those that have livestock. We can stop right here. We got water over there. We got all this greenery. Our flocks can eat. Read on.
Verse 2. The children of Gad and the children of Reuben came and spake unto Moses and to Eleazar the priest and unto the prince of the congregation, saying, Ataroth and Dibon and Jatzer and Nimrah and Heshbon and Elahia, Leah, and Shabam and Nubo and Beon, even the country which the Most High spake before the congregation of Israel, is a land for cattle, and thy servants have cattle. Wherefore say they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto the servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan.
Right, so as they're headed towards the land of Canaan, they see this beautiful land. They say, man, we can stay right here. Right? At least some of them wanted to stay there. Right, read on.
And Moses, verse 6. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and unto the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and ye sit here? And therefore, and wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going over unto the land which the Most High hath given them.
Right, so they say, oh, you want to just stay here. You know you got to go to the land of Canaan and battle with these Canaanites. But now we're going to chill right here. Y'all go ahead. That's wicked, man. So we are talking about y'all go ahead. You want your brethren to fight and not you? You got to think about that. We go out to battle. We all got to be girded up, ready to go do this work. Right? Yeah, it might be something more convenient for you to do with your time, but we go gird up and go get this battle. Win the victory. Then you can go back to what is it that you wanted to do. Okay, read on.
Thus did your fathers, when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. For when they went up unto the valley of Ishkol and saw the land, they discouraged the hearts of the children of Israel.
Everybody remembers that, right? When he said how much? How much men did he send? Who remembers?
12.
That's right, 12 princes. Prince of every tribe, he sent them. The only two that came back with the right report was who? Joshua and Caleb. Everybody else said, we're going to die in that land. They're giants. They're going to kill us. But Joshua and Caleb said, no, we can take them. Okay, we know.
And saw the land, they discouraged the hearts of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which the Most High had given them. And the Most High anger was kindled the same time, and he swore, saying, surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me.
Right, because they have not wholly followed me. Why? They were following the Most High, but it wasn't genuine. They weren't genuine, man. They weren't really doing this. They were discouraged. They lacked faith. To show you how important your faith is. It's important that we have not just showing up, but that we have faith in what we're doing, because Most High, he judging that. These men went up to the thing they couldn't. He got tired of Israel. You know, all those that came out of Egypt, that was 20 and above. They still had that slave mentality. That new generation coming up, they didn't know nothing about being a slave. They were born in the wilderness. Okay? But they were too young in Egypt to actually be interactive with the whole slavery. They were just young. So that's the generation that's going to enter into the land of Egypt. That first generation, he's going to kill them all off. Because they're going to try to reestablish that same disobedient mentality. Okay? Read on.
Verse 12. Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh,
Right.
and Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Most High.
Right. Those two stood strong and wholly followed, believed and trusted in their Heavenly Father. That's what it means to wholly follow the Most High. That we got to trust Him. It can't just be just going through the motions, just going through, scriptures, but having that faith and that trust that the Most High got you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to take for the Most High to say, seek favor in you. Just like He saw favor in Joshua and Caleb. All right, hold on. Give me Proverbs 3 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Trust in the Most High with all thy heart.
Do what?
Trust in the Most High with all thy heart.
That's what He requires. Wholly follow Him. That means you got to trust Him. Even when things may not seem like it's clear to you, just trust in what you heard. Trust in what the scriptures say. Read on.
And lean not into thy own understanding.
And don't, lean on your own understanding. Read that. When you not sure of the Most High, go back to that carnal way of thinking, that worldly way of thinking. Okay. Read on.
And in all thy ways acknowledge Him.
Right.
And He shall direct thy paths.
Come on.
Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Most High. And depart from evil.
And depart from evil, man. Fear the Most High and depart from evil. Go back to Numbers. So we got to trust on Him. And not lean on our own understanding. Follow what He gave us to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Numbers chapter 32, verse 13.
Right.
And the Most High anger was kindled against Israel. And He made them wander in the wilderness 40 years until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Most High was consumed. And behold, ye are risen up in your father's stead, and an increase of sinful men to augment yet the fierce anger of the Most High towards Israel. For if ye turn away from after Him, He will yet again leave them in the wilderness, and ye shall destroy all this people. And they came near unto Him and said, we will build sheepfolds here for our cattle and cities for our little ones. But we ourselves will go ready armed before the children of Israel until we have brought them unto their places. And our little ones shall dwell in the fenced cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return unto our houses until the children of Israel have inherited every man his inheritance. For we will not inherit with them on either side Jordan.
Right.
Or forward, because our inheritance is fallen to us on this side Jordan eastward.
Right.
And Moses said unto them, if ye will go this thing, Moses said unto them, if ye will do this thing, if ye will go armed before the Most High to war, and will go all of you armed over Jordan before the Most High, until it had driven out his enemies from before him, and the land be subdued before the Most High, then afterwards ye shall return and be guiltless before the Most High, and before Israel. And this land shall be your possession before the Most High. But if ye will not do so, behold, ye have sinned against the Most High.
Right.
And be sure your sin will find you.
So what is He asking them to do? He's asking them to come and fight, cross Jordan, fight for the land of Canaan, then you can go back and keep that land that you like. But first, come and fight. Fight with your brethren. Fight with your nation. Join together and go fight. Then everybody can divide and fight and go back and reestablish those lands he was speaking about. Right? Read on.
Verse 24. Build you cities for your little ones, and folds for your sheep, and do that which hath proceeded out of your mouth.
Right.
And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben spake unto Moses, saying, thy servant will do as my Lord commanded. Our little ones, our wives, our flock, and all our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But thy servants will pass over, every man armed for war, before the Most High, to battle, as my Lord said.
Right. So they're going to leave back what? The women and the children. Right? See that? And they're going to cross over Jordan to go battle. But we leave back the women and children. Why? Because we're going into a battle zone. We never know what we're going to be up against. Right? So that's how we always protected our women and children. Everybody see that? They don't go to the front lines of the battle. Right? A lot of times we be out there teaching, and they be like, well, how come there ain't no women out here with y'all? So this is the front line. This is the battlefield. We're going to bring our women and our wives out here and our children. We ain't trying to deal with you. You yelling at this, you yelling at our wives. And it's confusion. That's why the men go out to camp. Everybody understand that? Okay. Now, if there's a place that we've gone several times, we got to kind of on lockdown. So there's a safe way that the women can come and be in their side, what the case may be, then we'll bring them. But other than that, camp is the battlefield. It's not a place for your wife. Okay? Because you know, those of us that go to camp, anything can happen out there. Anything and everything. You dealing with people that got spirits, they come up with all kind of intentions. Okay? So that's what we learned. The battlefield, the front lines is for the men. Okay? Read on.
Verse 28. So concerning them, Moses commanded Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the chief fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And Moses said unto them, if the children of Gad and the children of Reuben will pass with you over Jordan, every man armed to battle before the Most High, and the land shall be subdued before you, then ye shall give them the land of Gilead for a possession. But if they will not pass over with you armed, they shall have possession among you in the land of Canaan. And the children of Gad and the children of Reuben answered, saying, as the Most High hath said unto thy servants, so will we do. We will pass over armed before the Most High unto the land of Canaan, that the possession of our inheritance on this side of Jordan may be ours. And Moses gave unto them, even to the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, and unto half the tribe of Manasseh, the sons of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites,
right,
and the king of Og, the king of Bashan, the land with the cities thereof in the coast, even the cities of the country round about. And the children of Gad built Dibon and Ashtaroth and Arah, and Ashtaroth, Shaphan, and Zayarah, and Dabaha. Verse 35. Ashtaroth, Shaphan, and Zayar, and John.
What, Zion Gabar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's told Zion Gabar. That's Memorial Warrior, right? Zion Gabar, right? Good.
And Bethlehem Rock.
I don't see that.
Verse 36.
And they were moved from Zion Gabar and pitched in the wilderness of Zin in Kadesh. Oh, it's like I'm in the wrong spot.
Verse 35. I'm at 32, now I'm at 36.
Oh, my bad. All right. I'm looking at the wrong spot. Okay. All right. Beth Narah. Okay.
Beth Narah.
Beth Narah.
And Beth
Haran.
Beth Haran.
Right. Beth means house.
Okay.
So Beth, house of Nimrah, house of Haran, fenced cities. Okay. Beth. So when you see Beth, that stands by itself. So it's Beth, Nimrah, Beth, Haran, fenced cities. Right? All right, I got you now.
Fenced cities and folds for sheep.
Uh-huh.
And the children of Reuben built Heshbon and Alahali, Alea,
Layla.
and Kirja, Kirjala, Kirjathala,
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Kirjathala, and Nebo, and Bala, Neon,
Baal,
Baala,
Meon.
Bala, Neon,
Baal,
Baal,
Meon.
Neon.
Right.
Their names being changed.
Mm-hmm.
And Shipma, and gave other names unto the cities which they built. And the children of Machra, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and took it, and disposed, split up on it, and dispossessed the Amorite, which was in it. And Moses gave Gilead unto Machra, the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt therein. And Gerard, the son of Manasseh, went and took the small towns thereof and called them Havath Jair.
Mm-hmm.
These are some names. Verse 42. And Nabal went and took Kenath and the villages thereof, and called it Naboth after his own name.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 33.
Right.
These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Most High. And these are their journeys according to their going out. And they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with an high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. For the Egyptians buried all their firstborns, which the Most High had smitten among them. Upon their powers also the Most High executed judgments. And the children of Israel removed from Ramses and pitched in sackcloth. And they departed from sackcloth and pitched in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. And they removed from Etham and turned again unto Philhahiroth, which is before
Baal,
Baal-Zaphon.
right, exactly.
And they pitched before
Migdol.
Mm-hmm. And they departed from before Philhahiroth and passed through the midst of the sea unto the wilderness, and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham, and pitched in Myrah.
Mm-hmm.
And they removed from Myrah and came unto Elam. And in Elam were 12 fountains of water, and 70 palm trees, and they pitched there.
Mm-hmm.
And they removed from Elam and encamped by the Red Sea.
Come on.
And they removed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin.
Mm-hmm.
And they took their journey out of the wilderness of Sin and encamped in Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah and encamped in Elash. And they removed from Elash and encamped in Rephaim, where was no water for the people to drink. And they departed from Rephaim and pitched in the wilderness of Sinai.
Mm-hmm.
And they removed from the desert of Sinai and pitched at Kibroth Ha'arba.
What's that? Anyway. Kibroth Hatava. Mm-hmm.
And they departed from Kibroth Hatava,
right,
and encamped in Hazaroth.
Right.
And they departed from Hazaroth and pitched in Rithmah.
Mm-hmm.
And they departed from Rithmah and pitched in Rimmah Pazah. And they departed.
All right, good.
And they departed from Rimmah Parzah and pitched in Lebanon. And they removed Libnah. And they removed from Libnah and pitched in Rishon. And they journeyed from Rishon and pitched in Kelhelatha. And they went from Kelhelatha and pitched in the mount of Shafar. And they removed from Mount Shafar and encamped in Harahada. And they removed from Harahada and pitched in Mekhalah. And they removed from Mekhalah and encamped in Taiha. And they departed from Taiha and pitched in Tyra. And they removed from Tyra and pitched in Methkah. And they removed from Methkah and pitched in Hashmonah. And they departed from Meshmonah and encamped at Mozarah. And they departed from Mozarah and pitched in Benajakan. And they removed from Benajakan and encamped at Horah Gidad.
Yeah.
And they went from Horah Gidad and pitched in Joshbatha. And they removed from Joshbatha and encamped in Ebronah. And they departed from Ebronah and encamped in Ezra on Gabra. And they removed from Ezra on Gabra and pitched in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they removed from Kadesh and pitched in the Mount Hor in the edge of the land of Edom. And Aharon, the priest, went up unto the Mount Hor at the commandment of the Most High and died there. In the 40th year, after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt, in the first day of the 5th month.
So what day did Aaron die? What day did Aaron pass?
The first day of the 5th month.
The first day of the 5th month of the what year?
40th year.
Of the 40th year. Where at? Mount Hor. Okay, that's where he died. Mount Hor on the first day of the 5th month. That's where he passed, right? We know.
Verse 39. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor. And King Arad, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. And they departed from Mount Hor and pitched in Zalmanah. And they departed from Zalmanah and pitched in Panun. And they departed from Panun and pitched in Oboth. And they departed from Oboth and pitched in Izabarim. And the border
really, what they got here is Abarim.
In the border of Moab. And they departed from Ayim and pitched in Dibagad. And they removed from Dibagad and encamped in Almon Debala Thalam. And they removed from Almon Thalam and pitched in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. And they departed from the mountains of Abarim. Abram. And pitched in the plains of Moab by the Jordan near Jericho. And they pitched by Jordan from Jesmoth, even unto Jesmoth, even unto Idolash Shittim, Abel Shittim, in the plains of Moab. And the Most High spake unto Moses in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye are passed over Jordan into the land of Canaan, then ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and destroy all their pictures, and destroy all their motion images, and quite pluck down all their high places. And ye shall dispossess the inhabitants of the land, and dwell therein, for I have given you the land to possess it. And ye shall divide the land by the lot for an inheritance among your families. And to the more, ye shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer ye shall give the less inheritance. Every man's inheritance shall be in the place where his lot falleth. According to the tribes of your fathers ye shall inherit. But if ye will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then ye shall come to pass that those which ye let remain of them shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and ye shall vex you in the land wherein ye dwell.
Right, so if you don't get rid of these people, they're gonna be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your side. All right, so they're gonna want to nip and pick at you and cause problems amongst you. You have to get rid of these nations, right? We don't.
Moreover, it shall come to pass that I shall do unto you as thou to do unto them.
Right,
As
thus as I thought to do unto them. All right, so he said, I'm going to destroy you instead as thou supposed to destroy them. If you don't destroy them, I'm going to destroy you. That's what the Most High saying to us at that point. So we're going to take a break at this point before we enter the 34th chapter. We're going to take a half an hour break, take your lunch and things of that sort. Right now it is 2:36, so we'll come back together 10 after 3. Got it? Hallelujah.
Do it as a squad, man. I'm gonna do it as a squad. Zion, used to stop the live stream for you?